Hi everybody, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel tonight. Well, we are streaming as we go down the interstate. So I am not sure where I am actually, but that's the way life. We're having a great evening. So yeah, bear in mind because it's going to be a little wobbly as we drive down the road here. Yeah, we're even in a construction zone. I can turn that around and show you all. Oops, no, I can't. Yeah, I can. Here we are. Zoom, zoom. But yeah, I've got my tripod over here and we're all set. So yeah. So hopefully everyone's having a good night. And so if the bouncing does get to be frustrating, why, let me know and I'll just, we'll have a short live stream tonight. We don't really have a trivia tonight because of us being out traveling, and we will have that for next week. So look for more trivia. It's going to be a lot of fun. But right now, we've just been traveling. We went to Indiana Dunes National Park, which is the newest national park in the park system. That's what Indiana Dunes had to say. And we've got Candy, the wee service dog in. Hi, Candy. How are you? And how's the four-footed Candy? And all. Whoops. Okay. So sorry, I just got caught off guard there by a road sign. So I guess I shouldn't say caught off guard. I just had my attention go the other way for a second. You know, like shiny or squirrel. So, but yeah. But we were at Indiana Dunes National Park, and they said that's the newest one in the system. And I have to tell you, the views of Lake Michigan were gorgeous. I'd never seen Lake Michigan before. Then we drove on up into Lake Michigan, and we saw from a distance a replica of a lighthouse, and that was really cute. It was just a 20-foot lighthouse, but it was cute. It was nice. And that was in Michigan. So, oh, good. Candy says they're doing great. I'm glad. Whoops. I'm glad y'all are doing great. So it's rained most of the time on the trip. Is that the weather you've gotten to? The rain? Because it's been something else up here. We actually had so much. We're in the travel trailer, and we actually had so much rain the other night. I was sitting there thinking, okay, because it was super windy. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't hear popping. I don't hear crackling of tree branches, so I'm not going to worry about it. It all worked out. So it was good. But we're here in the travel trailer. You can see it kind of behind us a little bit there. So I thought if anybody was here that wanted to talk about RV life or van life, we could talk about that a little bit. Oh, good. Stellar says, well, I guess it's not good. Stellar says, yeah, it rained pretty much all day here. So, hi, Stellar. Yeah, we've all, I think, had, or a lot of us anyway, have had a lot of rain lately. So, Candy says rain and not as warm as the last few days. It's 61 degrees. Okay, so 61's not too bad. Thank you, Stellar. I appreciate that. Stellar says happy anniversary. So, John?
Yay! Thank you.
He's doing a lane change over here so he can wave. But yeah, we've been together 33 years today, actually. Well, we've been married 33 years. We were engaged for 2, so total of 35. So over half of my adult life, if you want to call it adult. Do we call it adult?
No, it's what passes for adult.
What passes for adult?
Yeah.
So
Adult-ish.
not really adulty, but yeah. So I can't believe it's been 35 years because that really makes you an old man.
Now wait a minute. I didn't get it. I did not get in this condition by myself.
What?
So yes, we're in this together. Yes.
All right. Well, he can have that one. He can own it. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Candy says congratulations, Gayle and John. So thank you, Laurel.
That's really nice.
Appreciate that. But yeah, it's been 35 really short years. You know, it's so funny because like when you're kids and you're like talking about, graduating from high school or graduating from college, you just kind of go, oh my gosh, that just seems like so far off and such a long time. But yet when you're married 35 years, it's almost like yesterday, really.
That's true.
So some of y'all know what I mean. Stellar says she blames her sister. I do too. I do too. See, I used to have all brown hair, and now I've got a couple of gray strands. Wow. Candy says that she and Walter were married almost 42 years, lacking a few months. See, that's amazing. But don't you think it passed quickly? Because I think it does. I agree. Stellar says that's lovely, Candy. I agree. See, Candy, people like you are my hero. So thank you for sharing that. Marriage is hard. It's hard work. So that's awesome. I agree with Stellar. We should do a live stream sometime on long marriages because some people I think give up too early and toss the towel in. And that's sad. So yeah. And Candy says, yes, it didn't seem but a minute. I agree. Now, Stellar, you're going to be married for almost 5 years in July, right?
That can't be right.
Yeah, 5 years.
No. That's not.
5 years. Your dad's saying no.
That can't be right. Good for you.
Yeah. And see, that doesn't seem like long either. Of course, for us parents, part of the reason it doesn't seem that long is because weddings just pass and you just kind of go into a daze. Because so many things have to be done. And, just for the wedding part of it. So, yeah, she says if Dad wants to feel old, it'll be 5 years in July. Thought so.
Wow.
And Stellar, I can remember that really easily because that's the same year that I had my adrenal gland out. Had it out in May. You got married in July. And with the removal of my adrenal gland, I was actually able to enjoy being outdoors in the heat. So for Walter, it was till death do we part. I will see him again in heaven. Amen. Amen. And I kind of wonder, that's just going to make heaven even more amazing and more wonderful because we're going to get to see our family members. So I just can't even really articulate that. It's just an amazing, comforting feeling to know. And Stellar says, I've told Hub several times that the next time he and I get married, we're eloping. You know, some people actually do that for a vow renewal. You know, they'll have a wedding and then later on, like your dad and I, we renewed our vows. You probably remember that. You were there. And so a lot of people, as you know, they will elope for that. So go ahead. I would only make one request though. If you decide to like renew your vows and you elope, like someplace like Hawaii or somewhere, make sure you elope with me, Laurel, and your dad, because you're going to need like fake witnesses. Right, Laurel? Don't you think, if she goes to Hawaii or somewhere? See, that's the thing. You wouldn't want to leave us behind. I-65 south for 11 miles for wherever we're going. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be in Indianapolis.
And Candy says, yes, I spent almost my entire adult life lacking 2 years. Wow. See, that is the coolest thing. Stellar says, I'd like to renew the vows at 10 years like you and Dad did. Aw.
That's sweet.
Okay, Laurel and I have to start saving up. Where are we going? Let us know where we're going, Stellar, at the 10-year point. Because I think Laurel needs to come and Tanya needs to come. And so and Candy says, yes, absolutely. So there you go. So yeah, we all need to come, Stellar. And Laurel, you know, Stellar's really quiet over here. She's like, oh no, people want to come. I'll talk to John and let you know. Okay. You know, a fun place to go, it's within the U.S., but I don't know if you want to do something big and splashy, but, you know, the south rim of the Grand Canyon would be really cool. Oh, see, Candy's saying Niagara Falls. Now, that's a good one. And we actually went to Niagara Falls once, both the U.S. side and the Canadian side, and we got to stay on the Canadian side. And this was pre 9/11, so we didn't have to worry about having to have a passport and stuff like that. That was probably the cleanest city I have ever been to. There was like no trash anywhere. People were really nice. Yeah, Stellar, think about that. And let's see. Stellar says, Candy, Niagara is always a good choice. See, there you go. And you don't have to worry about a thing. Laurel and I will plan this all out for you. Okay, she likes the Grand Canyon idea too. Hey, here's something, Stellar. Have you heard about people who are doing their vow renewal like in a certain number of places based on how many years they've been together? Like we would do it 33 times this year or 35, depending on how you want to count it. And like you do it 10 different places. And then you could just have that fun together. But I think sometimes, though, I think they're not like doing like a full miniature wedding thing. I think they're just like going under the tree and reciting vows to themselves, which I kind of think is terribly sweet. Yeah, we're not going to do that, though. It's too rainy. But that way they spread it out throughout that whole year. So Stellar says, well, I got to talk to Hubs first. And that's a new one for me. Okay. Hey, Busy's here. Hi, Busy Lady. Busy Lady says, hey, I hear something about renewing vows. I want to do that next month. Yay. Where are you going to do it? Or do you have a plan yet? And Candy says, yes, I heard that. A friend from church did that. Did they have a good time? That just sounds so cool. And Kitty says hi to Busy Lady. So, yeah. I think that would be really neat, like for maybe our 35th or something like that.
Yeah.
To run around. Of course, it's not that I don't love to travel. Would you get tired of traveling? You wouldn't. Have RV, will travel.
Yeah.
No clue where to do it, no plan, LOL, says Busy Lady. And let's see, she says, hi, Gayle, Stellar, and Candy. And Stellar says, hey, Busy, it's their anniversary, so that's how we got on the topic. Yep. And Busy says, no clue where to do it, no plan. And then she says, bouncy road. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're in Indiana or Ohio, but somebody needs to work on their roads. Anyway. Busy Lady says, oh, cool. Happy anniversary. Any advice? Yeah, I can give you tons of advice. Pray a lot. Say I love you a lot. And say I forgive you a lot. That's the secret. And Candy says, yes, they posted pictures of places they'd been in their marriage. Aw, that's cool. We should think about that. And Stiller says, do it for your 50th, and renew vows once in each state. That'd be cool. And Busy says, where are you guys heading? Well, we're heading back south. We really are kind of making up destinations as we go along. So we just left the shores of Lake Michigan, and we went over into a little part of Michigan, and then now we're zooming back south. And so just kind of whatever catches our eye. Who knows? By the time we're finished, we may wind up at the beach. Yeah, that's happened before.
It's happened before. I was fixing to say.
I remember one year we went to Arkansas, and I wanted to go to the Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I wanted to go to Crater of Diamonds, which is really cool because like you keep whatever you find there. So, which you're not going to find a whole lot. Well, some people do. So anyway, I wanted to go there, and it was so packed. We didn't know that it was like a spring break destination for like that entire area, and it was super, super packed. So we left Arkansas and went to Biloxi down on the coast, where it was not spring break, and it was still the off season. So we got a really good price, and it was a lot less crowded. So, okay, let me get back to, oh, Candy says, don't go to bed angry. I think that's a really good one, too. And Busy says, Gayle, you should have stopped by. You know, I thought about contacting you, but I wasn't sure how long we would be there. We went to Michigan City, then we went over to Indiana Dunes National Park, which that's the newest national park in the system, and it's phenomenal. I have to say, if anybody is up there, you should go. So, but I thought about contacting you, but I wasn't sure like what part of the state and stuff you were in, and I really wasn't sure how long we were going to be there. So, next time, let's see. And Candy says it doesn't mean you have to agree, but you leave it for the next day. It worked well for us. Yeah, you know, I kind of think that one of the biggest words in a marriage next to I love you and I forgive you, I think the next big thing is compromise. I think if you can work that out, and you know, compromise means nobody's 100% happy, but you're meeting in the middle. So, yeah. And Stellar says, yeah, I want to go there too. Okay. And Busy says, service dog, right? We can do that. And Candy says, question, who's going to do my laundry tomorrow for me? Yeah, good luck on that. I was actually just fussing about that earlier today because you know, y'all have heard the saying that nothing in life is certain except death and taxes. Y'all ever heard that? Oh well, yeah, I was nowhere near you, busy lady. Busy says, all good, Gayle. Just playing. We're northwest of D, so gotcha. We were nowhere near that. And somebody says, at Candy the Wee Service Dog, if you bring it to me, I can. There you go. But you know, that saying that nothing in life is certain except death and taxes is not correct. It's not, because they forgot about laundry. You know, you could say dishes, but you can always have to go and paper plates, so you don't have that many dishes. But laundry, there is no getting around. You just, so it's death, taxes, and laundry. Stellar says, I'll swap with you. You do my dishes and I'll take care of your laundry. And Candy says, that's why before you get married, be sure to have the same values. You know, that's really critical. That's really critical. Because if you don't come at it from the same value point, you really are going to have to work a lot harder to make it work. Because, like, one thing about, you know, my mom and dad, they had two different cultures melding. But I think one of the things that really kind of decimated their marriage is that their values, they just weren't quite on the same page. They were in a lot of ways, but not all the way by any means. And I think that's important. Let's see, Busy Lady says, chores are certain in life. That is true. And Candy says, I like you, Stellar, but not that much. Gotcha. And Stellar says, LOL, I don't blame you. Yep. Candy says you don't have to worry about taxes because you won't care about money when you leave this earth. That's a good point. Very good point. Wow. These roads are something else. They were better in Michigan, Busy Lady. You'll be happy to know that. The seller says that's true, Candy, but until then, we have to render unto Caesar and all that. We kind of do. Caesar gets a little particular when he's not rendered unto. But that's kind of the way it is. Although, if we make enough money, we don't have to worry about paying our taxes, apparently. But I don't think I'm ever going to get there. What do you think? No. It's not happening for either of us, is it?
No, right not. Oh well.
Yeah. Busy Lady says, Gayle Crabtree, does John have any marriage advice on how to take good care of your hubby? Okay, John, this is serious advice. Be serious.
Oh.
You're on camera.
Okay.
Yes, you have to, because she asked.
Taking care of the hubby?
Feed him well.
Yeah, I was going to say, feed him well, and that's... Oh, yeah, that's good. Feed him well and give him the occasional tool. That's nice. Yes. So, works well. Just be good to one another.
And I'm going to add something. Go on lots of road trips.
Yeah.
Lots of road trips. Right, John?
That's right.
See?
If you can stand being cooped up in the car or the RV together, you'll be fine in the marriage.
And that's true. We've actually had people comment and tell us that, you know, if you're in an RV, there's not that much space, so you better like each other a lot if you're going to travel a lot. And so far, that's been pretty good. Plus, the other thing is, if you're traveling, like if you're in the van and you get mad at each other, you can still go separate ways and come back to the van and kind of, you're still enjoying being out and doing things, but, one person can go hiking and while one's taking, photos of different things and plants and whatnot. And so, yeah, you always have that. Let's see. No, that's okay, Busy. He could be on the spot. Let me back up here, or try to. Busy says roads are so bad here. Actually, I thought the roads in Michigan were pretty good.
Yeah, they were.
These are awful. And Candy says, what are they going to do, Stellar? Lock my body up in jail? And Stellar says, fair point. And Busy says, makes sense about being cooped up together. We have traveled together. And she says, right, we need our own space at times. And I think that's important too, to have your own space. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're traveling separately, but just the space and freedom, for him to go out with the guys sometime and for the girls to go out with girlfriends sometimes. I mean, there just needs to be space for that. And I think that comes too from a position of mutual respect, So. And that's totally fine about putting him on the spot. I do it all the time. And he does me. So that works out.
Yeah, not a problem.
And Busy says, thanks. Candy says, I took a speech and debate in high school and college, Stellar. Ha ha ha. So, yay. They don't do debate anymore. They do this whole mock trial stuff, or at least they do down here. And they just should stick with debate. There are some things that they just should have stick with. And Busy says, makes sense about being cooped up. We have traveled together, and then says, right, we need our own space at times. And she says that you're a good sport, honey. And she says, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, you're welcome. All good. Stellar says, my coworkers and I are all getting pedicures next week. I invited Hubs along. I feel bad. Oh, he's happy to sit that one out.
Yeah,
I started to say, I feel bad if he's surrounded by a bunch of girls, and because y'all are going to be laughing and having fun, and he's going to be reading a magazine. Busy Lady says, bouncy, bouncy. Hold on. All right. Busy Lady says, I'm in therapy now, trying to better myself and deal with grief and anxiety. I feel bad for my husband, LOL. But therapy it's a really good thing, because you find out about yourself, and it helps to put your life in context. And so some people are afraid of therapy, and I'm like, don't be afraid of therapy, just go. If you feel like it would benefit you, just go. And I have never met a person that would not benefit from therapy, because I think it's the whole introspection and examining. I just think it's good. The seller says, busy therapy with a good therapist is the bee's knees. And so Busy says it is. He's wonderful, which is good. Candy says, I'm praying for you, Busy. Yep. And Stellar says everyone needs a good therapist. Now, that's true. And I even told Stellar, when she was a kid growing up, I'm like, don't worry about all the things that your dad and I do wrong, because a good therapist will come along later and fix it. Did I not, Stellar? She only thought I was kidding. you know, but as parents, you know, you try your best, at least most parents, I think, try our best, but there's always going to be parts where we just kind of miss. And I think we have to ask forgiveness for those parts and, you know, encourage therapy. And Busy says, I've heard a lot of people say it does not help them. I wish I'd got it years ago. Maybe those people did not have the right one. I got lucky. That could be. Also, you know, I guess it's probably going to matter what kind of mindset you go into it with. Like, if you have the mindset that it's self-exploration, I think that's really going to be helpful, because that's what therapy is. It's kind of like, therapy is kind of like a road trip that you're on for however long, you know, because life, you know, we say all the time that life is about a journey. And I really believe that's the case. And with each part of the journey, you find out different things about yourself. And with therapy, it helps you find that out sooner, and I think on a deeper level. But that's just my opinion. And Busy says, I'm getting psychotherapy, which is great for me. Good, good, good. And that's true. Stellar says you also get as much out of therapy as you put in. So if you're not willing to do the work, then, and she's got some kind of emoji I can't see. But, and Busy says exactly, and she agrees. So there you go. Stellar says, Busy, do you take notes in sessions? It's been useful for me to have something to refer back to. So, yep. Sometimes it's helpful to take notes. Hey, Chilex back family. How are you, Jim? And he says hello from Chile, South America. And Busy says she does. And Jim, meet my husband. My husband, meet Jim.
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
We are on a road trip today. Well, actually, I guess it's a little more than a road trip. So I hope things are well. I hope you're not too cold down there. Okay, Busy's going to get ready to go to Walmart. You all take care. Glad to see you. Busy, glad to see you too. Let me send you my list of things that you can pick up from Walmart for me. And she says state trip, LOL. Yep, state trip. And Jim's saying hello also. Hi again. But yeah, we're going to be changing interstates. And I really hope the next interstate has better roads. Oh my gosh. So, bye, Busy. She says, LOL, okay. Yeah, we've made some runs to Walmart on this trip, because, like, what is it? Everything you think you packed, you didn't. So you always have to go get something. So, oh gosh, you're in total lockdown. Wow. Oh, and it's fall, so no snow yet, I guess. Good. Because that'll come. So how are you all dealing with being in total lockdown? Because, like, here, people are really starting to get antsy about being in lockdown. And we're fortunate. That's one of the things. We've got the RV, which you see behind us. And with that, when we travel, we're all self-contained, except for the occasional trip to Walmart to pick something up. We were pretty much contained. And so we stocked it with all of our food and stuff. And, you know, you don't have to eat out. It makes it less expensive. And, yeah, a lot safer, too. So, but a lot of people are getting awfully twitchy about it. I guess I probably would too if we didn't have the RV.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to go out and stay in hotels or anything like that right now. Although I get it. The whole tourism industry is like really on top of cleanliness right now. That's just not something I feel really good about. So have RV, we'll travel. Oh, you don't get snow. Okay. Why was I thinking? Is it maybe just up higher in the mountains then? We need to go to Chile.
That would be cool. That would be neat.
We've talked about it. Yeah, you're fed up with it. Yeah, I think that's kind of the general consensus. You know, hopefully everybody will be vaccinated, both here and other countries, and you know, or we'll have so many people who agree to the vaccinations that will essentially have herd immunity. You know, whether that works or not, I don't know. They say it will help getting to herd immunity. These roads are driving me crazy. But it's pretty outside now. For the most part. Oh, okay. He's expecting demonstrations soon. And that's the demonstrations are kind of scary too, because you have people who are not wearing masks. So you've got those like super spreader events. Yeah. Scary, a little frustrating. There has to be some way that these governments here, there, everywhere across the globe, there's got to be some way that there could be a middle ground, you know. Oh, and a microclimate. Oh, that's interesting. You get frost but no snow. We're in a microclimate. That's really interesting. I've never heard of microclimates before. So at least I've not heard that term. I probably have heard of microclimates because, like, when we went to Denali up in Alaska, the mountain, Denali Mountain, makes its own weather. And there's an air dam over Glacier National Park, so its weather changes. So I guess we've heard of that, just not the term. That's a cool term, though. Okay, he has to go. All right. Thank you for coming in, though. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. That was nice. Okay, you all, I think we're going to go too, because the bouncing is like, oh my gosh. So I appreciate y'all for coming in tonight. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we'll catch up and talk to y'all soon. I've got a couple of videos that'll be coming out this week. If you get a chance, go watch my bear video, Stellar, especially you, because you were there when I filmed it. So it's only like a 40-second video, so it's a short. So go check that out, and I will talk to you all Saturday. Y'all take care. Okay. And remember, I'm going to say this all the time. It's all about hashtag Be Bodacious, which means, hubby,
don't let life get in the way of living.
He remembered.
Yay.
All right. So good night, Stellar. Good night, Candy. And we'll talk to y'all soon. Good night.